when lumber was still pretty high. This was a little while back now, but I went to Home Depot and I bought 4 pieces of lumber, and I was bracing myself for the number when I got up to the register. But this young girl, she's about 25 years old, was behind the cash register, and I put my 4 pieces of lumber up there, and she rang it up, and it came out to $227 and change. And she must have seen the blood drain out of my face because she was really sweet. She started apologizing for how much it cost. And I was, trying to be nice, even though I was still in sticker shock. I was like, "Ah, it's not your fault. Yeah, I understand. No need to apologize." But it just started a conversation, and she was telling me something that you hear on the news, right? And she's telling me, I've got this old Ford pickup truck. I live out, in the next town over, so I have to drive in. And she goes, "I am literally having to decide whether or not I'm going to buy gas to come to work or buy formula for my child." She wasn't a single mom, she had a husband, he was working too, but with 2 incomes, younger people, they couldn't make it work. And so I'm looking at this woman who is literally afraid for the safety of her kid because she's got a good job at a good company, and she still can't make it all work.
Yeah, and that's not a position that anyone wants to find themselves in.
Yeah, it's not acceptable basically, but when you're looking at your budget and there's too much month left before the money runs out, that's where that sort of sinking feeling hits in the pit of your stomach, and the uncertainty starts to grow, the stress starts to build, and see, that right there is where your faith starts to get challenged because you're asking the question, "Man, am I gonna make it through this? Is God going to provide for me?
Mhm.
Can he do this month after month? Well, he did this great thing last month. Will he do it again this month?"
Right.
That's really where Satan wants us to be is having our faith undermined. And if he can use finances to do that, to bring insecurity to us and undermine our faith, he's happy. So in the midst of all of that, we can still have security in Christ. This isn't surprising to him. Although you're talking about, it's not surprising to him, but we can still build our faith in the midst of the uncertainty of the financial situation right now.
Well, and
Yeah.
knowing that the enemy is the one who wants to rob us of our peace, of our joy, and finances are one way that that happens because it causes us to worry and to stress and to become in this vacuum of what happens next instead of saying, God, what do you have for me?